Hi Suresh, Ben from BU Health Studios. Hope you're well. So this is something that I will be using with you over the next coming sessions with your golf swing. So what we did in this first session was really just to get a look at your move and just a bit of a fact-finding mission so I could kind of work out what we need to work on. So after seeing you the other day, I think the main areas we've got to concentrate on are posture. The next side of things is how to create power. And then finally, trying to make sure we maintain the same consistent action all the way through the round. So how are we going to do this? First off, we would like to try to maintain a better pelvis position. I'd like your spine angle to reflect that and your knee position to also reflect that. So we could create a kind of position that those lines are representing. One of the things that we've got to be aware of is tendency. So at the moment, as you can see, if I follow your leg line, your pelvis line and your spine, tendencies is to be a bit more upright. And if anything, when it comes to taking the club back, this wants to lift up, this leg wants to straighten out, and that creates kind of almost an upright position. You can see there that you're basically stood up again if we were looking at this hip angle here. I would like to try and take you back to, if we take you back to the beginning, right to the setup, I would like to take you back to that nice solid 90-degree angle, that nice solid back angle, and the legs the same, and do our best to maintain this. So that is how we're first going to work on your posture, and the clear thought with that will just simply be keeping the pelvis position forward and keeping your belt aiming at the ball basically, and trying to do that all the way from setup position to top of the backswing to impact, and then your follow through should look like this. And the way we're going to do this is, as we were talking about, pelvis position 1, and also practicing, and it's important that I reiterate, only practicing, trying to keep this knee flexed when the club's going back. And that is the next topic that we were going to talk about, which is power. And power in your golf swing comes from the ground upwards. Okay, all the power comes here, and then it is up to your hands to deliver this onto the golf ball. Now for you, if when you're swinging the club back, you're finding yourself, you can see there, standing up, what you're actually doing is you're stiffening an area that actually needs to be a bit more of a reactive swing, a reactive spring, and that loses a lot of power. So what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on getting you to try to use the going into this right knee and then push that onto the ball and follow it all the way through up into a released follow through. You'll notice the giveaway at the minute is you don't have a full follow through as well. Now I appreciate, I don't want you wrapping the club around your neck and twisting your back round and all this, but what we do want to have happen is a natural release through the golf swing versus more of a hit. And then finally, how we're going to make this more consistent is just making sure we start to really nail down and just make sure that we make it a bit more professional when you're practicing. So when you're going out on the course, you've got one thought process, but then when you're practicing, you've got drills and skills to make these positions permanent, because at the end of the day, practice doesn't just make perfect, it also makes permanent. So just to leave you with it, the main thing I want you thinking on at the minute is 1, pelvis position, 2, keeping this nice back angle all the way through the floor and not standing up, and then finally trying to make sure that this knee remains flexed when the club is coming back into your backswing position. Suresh, I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. Ben from BU Health Studios signing out.